And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome into a Tuesday. This is Scotty Ray's weather. Warm this morning as we're starting 76 already. So that tells you what it's going to be like late in the afternoon. Right after that 1 o'clock time, it's going to be warm. Hope your day is starting out well and you've enjoyed yourself, had a cup of coffee or two, and you feel a little bit better about today. You're able to face it now. As we turn to our forecast this morning, of course, brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we pull up our first signs of what today is going to be like. Let's go over and take a look at what the National Weather Service tells us about the heat index today. That heat stress is going to be pretty rough. As we look at this is going to be northern Lauderdale County, the line, pushing north into Kemper, on into Noxubee, taking in the northern part of Newton County on into Neshoba, and then we'll get into Winston County and all of these areas here in Scott County being in that. The rest of the week looks like it'll be pushed to the west. But today, that heat index is pretty strong for our area. It's going to be hot, so if you've got to be outside, make sure that you've got plenty of liquids and you're taken care of, because it's going to be a hot one for sure. As we go over and let's pull up radar this morning as to where we are and what we've got here. We pull this up. We're not showing any showers right here in our immediate area. We go up as we go up here around Columbus. We start seeing a few showers there this morning just to the east of Starkville. This is going to be Cullman, Alabama, stretching up to Huntsville and those areas getting showers. Down on the coast there to the southeast of Mobile and Pensacola, a few showers as well this morning. These heat indexes is what we'll watch here, along with this out here by Fort Smith, Arkansas, some light showers in that area. So what does the forecast call for us today? Well, I'll give you a hint. It's going to be warm. As we turn to that this morning, today turns out to be a 40% chance of showers, sunshine, a high of 96, but the heat index 104. As I said a moment ago, 76 already this early. As we look to that afternoon, that 104, though, make sure you got plenty of water, that you've got suntan lotion, because if you're out in it, that stuff will burn you in no time flat, and you won't be able to handle a shirt on your back. It'll ouch, ouch, ouch. Make sure your pets as well have water. That's from your farm animals all the way into those pups that stay inside the house. Tonight, we'll go down to a 20% chance of showers. That low will hit 74. Tomorrow, up to a 50 to 60% chance of showers. By Thursday and Friday, a steady 60% chance of rain. So we're going to be getting wet. That's what is coming as we look at all of that. So we do need the rain, though, without a doubt. We look at the big picture here, some stuff out in the Atlantic, Oklahoma, it's got a little bit, but nothing really close to the deep south that's going to get us wet here in the next few minutes. But we'll watch it after 8 o'clock this morning. We've got chances of that happening. So wet stuff is on the way. We'll keep you up to date with that. As always, we're on top of that. As we start talking about things that are going on, the Lauderdale County Farm Supply is where you need to go as we get prepared for, well, deer season and all types of things that are going on. From the work boot, if you need some stuff to keep your feet from getting wet, they got it for you at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Plenty to choose from, the ladies and also the men. We turn over, and of course, those work boots, we've talked about them several times. As you get into deer season, which is right around the corner, time to start scouting now to get your cameras out. And as always with me, one doesn't work from the year before. It always happens to me. So I'm constantly having to upgrade, get a newer one to replace something that I've had for 5-10 years. Also, of course, this is the big thing that has helped out with a lot of the scouting, is putting out the power station from Rack 1. If you haven't seen this, drop by and see that, and you can hang it in a tree. It does wonders for everybody. Got a great taste, smells good. When you open that package, you can smell it. And of course, when it comes to planting, as we start bush hogging and start breaking up, feed, seed, and all the fertilizer that you'll need to take care of your patches this year, along with corn, taking care of your deer, on up to hogs, well, even horses and cattle, they've got it for you. The Lauderdale County Farm Supply has a huge selection of guns. If you didn't know that, drop in and see that, along with ammo as well. The Lauderdale County Farm Supply, exit 151 off the interstate, is where you need to go, and they'll show you everything you need to know.
During these challenging times, there are some things that you can count on every day. One of them is that Rick Justice Automotive will work hard to help you find just the right vehicle. Rick Justice has late model, low mileage vehicles and 72-month, 72,000-mile warranties available on all vehicles. Come see us today, and we'll show you how we've been helping your friends and relatives find the car, truck, or SUV that was right for them. We will earn your business.
Well, it was on this day 6 years ago that Robin Williams was found well, deceased, I guess is the best way to word that, where he had taken his own life. As we remember what went on in history today. Can't believe it's been 6 years already. Of course, what popped in my mind is that video that's floating around him joking about Biden. That's been heavy on Facebook here lately. As we turn to some news stories of what's going on nationwide, chaos grips Chicago. Things are getting looted left and right as they attack Chicago's Magnificent Mile. They're just taking what they want. 100 at least has been arrested. They're protesting now in front of the police station. It just doesn't seem to get any better in Chicago. As we move to our next story, this is just how people do things of this nature. They need to be punished for what they do. A 72-year-old vet who's disabled, and from the video, from what I can watch, this is in a hotel. The gentleman's sitting there, and he had said something to this man's girlfriend about putting on a mask. Well, or Earl here, whatever his name is, Cody is his name. He comes back down the hall and starts yelling at the man and punches him, breaks the 72-year-old's jaw. Now, can you believe this or not? He had a warrant out for his arrest, that he was a wanted man? Sure, yeah. Drug charges back in Alaska, broken violation. He's in jail now on a $10,000 bail. Respect, respect, respect for elders. As we look at this, I know that most everyone has heard of this by now. Rachel Ray's home being torn up by the fire yesterday, but the extent of the fire, we saw the flames coming out, but this is an aerial view of her home. Look how bad that was done. It's gutted. That's probably near a total loss there. Keep her in your thoughts. It doesn't matter whether you've got a mansion or you've got a one-bedroom apartment. If you lose what you've got, it's the same. It's horrible. So we keep her in our thoughts this morning as her and her family are safe is the great news. As we look at our next story, these people, not everyone was as fortunate to get out. At least one died in the explosion. This was a gas leak, and it looked to be an apartment complex. They worded it several homes, but a lot of people were injured, and at least one died in that. Most likely a gas leak. 3 rows of homes there. It just leveled them. Gas is very dangerous. You have to watch that. As we look at this, the Kodak loan has been put on hold. Now, what am I talking about? Kodak had gotten a loan from the government. If you remember, during the pandemic, we couldn't get medicines that we needed. Have you noticed that you can't get a freezer to put your food in? Yeah. You know why? It's all made in China. Nothing is made in the United States again. If this goes back to Bill Clinton, to the NAFTA thing, when that was signed back in those days. It took jobs out of America, went overseas, and, well, when they get mad at us, well, we don't get what we need, do we? Nope. But that has been put on hold until they do an investigation as to how Kodak got it. When this was announced, of course, their shares started plummeting. After it had skyrocketed, they were going to get that loan. So we'll see where that turns out. And, of course, this is puzzling, to say the least, as Seattle has approved to defund the police in a 7-1 vote. Seattle is going to start cutting jobs, cutting salaries, and a few hours later, the chief of police turned in her resignation. So that's what's going on nationwide. And we do need police, and I think we all know that without a shadow of a doubt. It just seems that there are certain areas of the United States that believe that. We'll see how that shapes up. Police chief gone. That's hard to walk in and take over something that is crumbling and people are tearing it apart. So, well, as we focus on other things that are going on, we go back. Have you been out to visit Keith and Steve lately at Freeman Tractor? Maybe you have, maybe you hadn't. Now's the time, because as deer season gets here, if you don't own your own tractor, go by and see that complete line of LS. Now, they got them with 4-wheel drive, they got them with buckets, and, of course, different models to choose from. You can get those there. A little bit bigger tractor there with more horsepower. Maybe you've got more to do. When it comes to taking care of your fields, bush hogging and taking care of those, you can go from batwing to a 5 to a 6 foot. Of course, you can get disc as well there. Now, the latest addition that they've added at Freeman Tractor is the Benchy. Now, this is a side-by-side UTV. Call old Steve. He'll set you up with an appointment to come out and drive 601-626-8759, or simply drop in. Now, of course, I think Steve was injured with a chair when Keith ran over his toe with a chair, so I think you may have to take that drive by yourself. But this comes with 0% for 60 months. This is the Warrior 1000. Look at this. Now, you've heard, how many times you've been riding in a UTV and you're cold when it's 19 degrees trying to get somewhere? You can order this with AC and heater. Wouldn't that be nice? Work your cows, jump in your heat. Huh, That is very nice. And of course, look at this. All you get with the LED light bar would come standard with that. Power steering, 27-inch terrain tires, winches. Go by and see it. Take a look at that. Now, of course, another model there comes a little bit more standard there with the open cab, comes with a winch and electronic steering and the metal roof. Plenty to choose from there. Look at the different models that we've got here. This is the 550 if you're wanting the smaller version of that. Some of these come with the GPS. Look at that. Where you are, where you're going. How many times you've been lost off looking at some land? Yep, that's the Benchy. They got it for you at Freeman Tractor. As we said, different models, colors to choose from. They look great. They can help you out. Drop in and see them. That's Freeman Tractor. They're located out on Highway 494. If you'll turn left right there at the fire department there off of 19, it'll take you right to them. Yep, that sure will. As we get ready, let's see, we'll recap the weather here in just a moment.
Hurricane season is here, and like most Mississippians, you know the drill. Organize a severe weather safety kit, know how to safely use a generator, and have a plan of action to keep your family safe if a hurricane threatens. And when outages do occur, you can now report and view current outages through our free smartphone app or website at emepa.com. Remember, when storms come in, be ready if the power goes out. East Mississippi Electric Power Association is your local Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Nothing quite like that electricity, isn't it? Boy, keeps things cool and warm. As we turn back to take a look at our weather today and recap of what's going on, of course, today we have that 40% chance of showers. It's going to be creeping into our forecast, and hot. Let me stress that again, 104 on that heat index. We'll hit 96, but the heat index, and of course, as we move into northern Lauderdale County, into Kemper, Knoxville, and those areas is where we will have to watch for our heat index, where that warned area of it being extremely hot. So that's what we've got. Make sure to take plenty of Gatorade, that you've got suntan lotion, and you take care of your pets and all that good stuff. I know it's a lot of information I'm throwing at you, but the pets need it just as bad as you do, and you don't want to get sunburned either. Let's thank our sponsors that help me out each and every day. Hooper's on 22nd Avenue, along with Rick Justice Automotive, Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, also Patrick Allen, EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Graphics Guru, SMI Automotive, and you can't forget Chino, along with the good folks out at Freeman Tractor, and also the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Good folks, they take care of you, and let me thank you for watching and supporting me. Remember, when weather turns bad, we'll break in and go street by street to make sure that you're covered up to the doorsteps of your home, so you'll know exactly what's going on with the weather. Thanks for watching this morning.